Welcome back to another reaction for That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime Season 4 Episode 5 that we did not get last week. Okay.
ようこそイングラシアへ。
ありがとう。
Why are we coming here again?
どうした？
I already forgot. Right, we got invited. Got invited to the... Now I remember. We got invited to the human alliance thingy. Okay.
テンペストってでかいんですね。
だな。面積だけなら西側諸国と同じくらいか？明日仲間入りできればリムル様の理想が叶うのですね。ああ、ジンマ共栄圏への第一歩だ。時は来た。
イエーイ。
いよいよ明日テンペストの西方諸国評議会加盟を決める運命の会議が開かれる。
Opening. Okay. For a moment I thought maybe a new opening. No. Same opening. Okay. First step. Sure.
ほう。
相変わらず賑わってんな。
I like her Shrine Maiden outfit, but if she is interested in a different outfit, I mean, I feel like you have to buy it. She did so much work. Generally, all of his companions do so much stuff that it should be like, whatever you want. Just tell me. I'm going to get you whatever you want.
いらっしゃいませ。
なんて可愛らしいのでしょう。せっかくだし好きなのを選ぶといい。
Right. Isn't she also making clothes? Maybe she's just here to see other clothes to get more of an idea what to make.
よろしいのですか？もちろん。日頃の感謝を込めてプレゼントするよ。ありがとうございます。どれにしましょう。
I mean, get as much as you
お前
want.
たちも選んでいいぞ。
俺もですか。自分はこのままで。
いいからいいから。
Classic guy.
第一その服のままじゃ目立って仕方ないだろ。
そういうことでしたら。
Everyone gets a new outfit. I mean, you have to as well, right, Rimuru?
喜んでくれてよかった。
If everyone gets a
い
new
つも
outfit,
人一倍頑張ってくれてるからな。
you have to as well.
評議会用のスーツは用意したけどカジュアルな普段着ってなかったし、ご褒美くらいたまにはいいだろ。
機嫌を取っておけばいざという時怒られずに済むと。
What? If I carry enough favor, I won't get in trouble if something happens. What do you mean? Are you like, hey, if I go crazy, if I do enough good stuff, you are not going to get mad if I just destroy a country, you know, in my free time?
ずに済むと。
何か言ったかね、ベニマルくん。
いえ、別に。
いかがでしょう。
Cute.
おー、いい感じじゃないか。似合ってるよシュナ。嬉しいです。ミコ
I
服
feel
も
like
いい
everything
け
would
ど
fit her.
カジュアルな格好も新鮮でいいね。
一応着てみました。こんな感じでしょうか。
ああ、いいんじゃない。
I mean, come on, you can be honest. They look good. They look good. I feel like they would look good in anything as well. You know, these are all good-looking characters.
俺たちには適当すぎませんか。
だって選ぶの遅いし。
すみません。どれがいいのかわから
He's
な
just
くて。
mad you look better.
何でも似合うくせにイケメンどもはまったく。リムル様はお召しにならないのですか？ そうだな。俺も何か選ぶか。いいかお前ら。服選びは即断即決。必勝法があるんだ。
ほう。必勝。
There's not really. Unless you are saying that Shuna should pick your stuff. Because that is what I feel like he should do. Be like, you know, as an extra reward, a little bit, that she can choose his outfit.
店員さん、俺に似合うのを頼むよ。
丸投げ。
Shuna's right there. Let her choose. Come on. He would be happy. Is it 3D? I feel like it is, right?
苦味と甘みのハーモニー。やはり。
Are you wearing woman clothes? Why do I feel like you wear woman clothes? I totally forgot you have like an androgynous look, right? So naturally, if you have someone who could be either male or female, you are most likely going to pick a female outfit because it just looks better for people generally, right?
大人にはコーヒーがよく似合う。
何が大人よ。ほぼコーヒー牛乳じゃない。
Is this your outfit? I feel like it looks the worst of all of them.
うるさいな。いいんだよ。こういうのは雰囲気で。
子供服で言われてもね。
なんだよ。やっぱこれ子供服じゃねえか。あの店員。くそー。とってもお似合いですよ。
てっきり気に入ったのかと思ってました。俺もです。
まあいいよ。遮音結界展開と。
It was a different anime. I'm just thinking about an anime where they also have like a barrier they can manipulate. Different anime. Not this one. Now, this one as well. But to be honest, I find his outfit is not that good. There's a lot of stuff you could have done outfit-wise. This one, I don't really see it as good.
それより来てもらって悪いな。明日の会議の前に話が聞きたくてさ。
臨時評議会でテンペストの加盟が承認されたわ。あなたへの質疑応答を経て明日正式に決定されるでしょうね。
ビンゴ。睨んだ通りだ。
まだ確定じゃないのよ。わざとあなたを挑発するような質問も出るかもしれないわ。
俺がそんな短気に見える？大丈夫だって。君と違って社交性のある大人だからね。
はあ、喧嘩なら買うわよ。
そういうとこ。
Yeah, I mean, you do have a short fuse. However, I also feel like Rimuru, if you know which buttons to press, he could also have a short fuse.
ああ、それと何か企んでるバカどももいるみたいだから気をつけるのね。
そのバカどもと何かあったんだな。ま、用意されたホテルも最上級だし、下心は感じてるよ。その辺は宗英が調査済みだと思うけど。
は、そのことで一つ確認しておきたいことが。議員の中には我が国を利用しようと目論む者どもがいるようです。奴らがこぞって口にしていたのが
東の帝国に対する防衛戦力かしら。
はい。帝国が攻めてきたら助けてほしいとか、そんな話か。ああ。
はあ。まあ帝国に関しちゃさほど心配ないと思うけど。
I still assume that the whole information they had about the Eastern Empire seemingly mobilizing is most likely false.
理由をお聞きしても。
単純だよ。重要なのは帝国の立場に立って考えることだ。帝国から見て西側諸国への進行ルートは3つある。まずは海路だが、海には大怪獣が住んでる。次にドワルゴンのあるカナート大山脈を越えて進む登山道。
I mean,
ここは竜の巣と呼ばれる魔境だ。最後が
okay. Next mountain road over the where Dragon is, and then
我らがジュラの大森林。
now the problem is that there are essentially only two roads. Over the water and then over Tempest. If you go over Dragon, you are essentially attacking, or because it is essentially an invasion, so Dragon would try to defend itself, and they have a pact with Tempest. So if you go over Dragon or Tempest, it's the same. Both parties are going to be involved in that. So the only real choice would be over water. They're monsters. I don't know if they are prepared for that. So the other way is just to go against Tempest, and that seems to be a very stupid idea. So they are not really trying to do any of that. They may try to diplomatically approach Tempest. That is the only thing I could see. Other than that, they're not immobilizing. I still question that information is probably just a lie to get Tempest into the council, because that is what the Reed girl wanted to have happen.
最後が我らがジュラの大森林。言わずもがな、ここは魔王である俺の領土だ。
それに今じゃヴェルドラ様も復活していると。帝国も浮かずに動けないってわけだ。
そういうこと。
確かに。ですが、帝国の動きが不穏なのは事実。調査は行うべきではないかと。
私はリムルに同意だけど。
Okay.
でも、そうね。そこまで言うなら、こちらでも調査してみるわ。
ありがとうございます。
So we don't know if they did
二人
something.
とも慎重だな。
コク、現状では問題ないと推測しますが、新しい情報を得た場合、想定し直す必要があるでしょう。それと、一つ提案が。
Yeah, you are not going to tell us, right? So they don't know if the Eastern Empire is doing anything. It doesn't hurt to get information. It is just prudent to get as much information as you can, to be prepared, because you don't want a repeat of what happened earlier in the show.
ひたたさん、もう一つお願いをいいでしょうか。
何よ、改まって。
ドワルゴン内部の構造も調べておいてほしいかなって。
ドワルゴン？カナート大山脈の大洞窟を改造した都よね。
Why?
なるほど。
I thought you were
あの国
allies.
も進行ルートになる可能性はあるか。やっぱりあなたって抜けてるようで油断ならないわね。
Rude, okay.
あ、そうだろう。ラファエル先生の提案だけど。
リムル様。
I mean, Dragon, you're like bros, right? Unless you are thinking about maybe they can, through an alternate route, invade Dragon from inside instead of outside, therefore circumventing their big defensive position, and then they could continue from there on. That maybe? I don't believe Dragon would be willing to go with the Eastern Empire, right? Unless they were lying from the beginning, which would be an interesting twist.
ああ。一つみんなに共有しておきたい情報がある。以前開国祭で俺たちに難癖をつけてきたやつを覚えているか？
ミューゼ公爵でしたか？
Mr. Dead.
そのミューゼ公爵が殺された。
な、なんで？
殺された。
そんなことが。
殺された。 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 おそらく口封じだろうな。ミューゼ公爵の上役は明らかに西側諸国の何者かだ。評議会とも関係している可能性が高い。
殺害方法は遠距離からの攻撃と思われます。
思われますってお前でも気づかなかったのか？
ああ、監視中に突如直後に何かが弾けるような音は聞こえたのだが。
音？死んだ後にか？
あ
あ、魔力やオーラの残滓はなかったのですか？
全く。痕跡といえば額に開いた穴くらいでした。
額に穴。狙撃かしら。
ぽいよな。後から音が聞こえたってのが気になるけど。狙撃とは何ですか？
I mean, it was clear it was some kind of gun or similar. Now, hearing sound after the impact, that would mean the bullet was traveling faster than the sound wave. But he also did not really hear any magic. My first instinct would have been some kind of space manipulation for the bullet itself. We are going to find out at some point, right?
え？あ、そうか。こっちの世界じゃ銃って見たことないな。こういう武器だ。
へえ、これが。
これなら私でも扱えそうです。恐ろしい子。なんか物騒なこと言ってる。
I mean, she has her death ray, right? I'm assuming she can also do. I mean, she has her magic ability. She's strong enough.
情報助かったよ。明日の会議はよろしくな。
ええ、くれぐれも慎重にね。頼むから切れたりしないでよ。
念を押すね。分かってるって。
Instantly losing his temper.
さて、ホテルに戻るか。ゆっくり休んで明日の会議に備えないとな。はい。見て、あの子かわいい。ポンチョ着てる。その前に服屋に一言文句言おうかな。
I feel like I really don't like the scarf.
評議会で魔王リムルの出方を見るわ。確実に安全にあの魔王を支配する方法を探ってみるの。
加盟承認はただの餌か？
ええ、認めるわけないのよ。手はいくつも打ってあるの。勇気を動かすまでもないわ。魔王リムルは自ら共存の機会を手放すことになるでしょうね。
西側諸国も一枚岩とは言えぬ。特にイングラシアは我らロッゾに対抗すべく必死に力を蓄えておるぞ。
Oh.
エーギル王の魔法審問官ね。
織り込み済みか？
もちろんや。
気をつけていっておいで、マリアベル。
I mean, she's dead.
お前こそが
Right.
人類の希望だ。
So she's saying we are going to check out what Rimuru is going to do, but she planted enough traps to make him behave in a way that cooperation is not going to happen. We will see what exactly that means. I'm assuming that she's going to assassinate someone else, because I don't believe she's going to go after Rimuru himself. Also, interesting that Angracia is trying to fight against them by amassing some kind of military force, which is a little bit strange. I'm also assuming that it's another Worldler that used the gun.
だそうだ。評議会の本部に向かっていると。
そう。おじい様からよ。 お菓子を添えて送ってくれたの。期待しているって。あなたもいかが？
ああ、いただこう。
I would not.
おじいさまにはいいお返事を書かなくちゃ。ねえ、ヨハン。
I'm assuming, I mean, we are all assuming he's not under her control for real.
いいのかい？五大老を相手に。
ヨハンはあれでいいのよ。それでわざわざ挨拶に来てくれたのかしら。
君のお望みのものを手に入れたよ、マリアベル。竜の巣まで出向いてね。
Why are we going with Maribel? They are literally saying Maribel. And it does not feel like it's one of those Japanese things where they need to put an A between like two consonants, question mark, you know, to make it work better.
出向いてね。
そう、勇気、さすがなの。
いくらあれが兄弟でも制御不能じゃ使い道がないだろうに。
カードはいくらあっても足りない。
Is it a dragon?
私たちに残された時間はわずかだわ。
Something you can't control.
人間、魔王。この世界のルールは理不尽なのよ。
だからこそ君は世界の支配者になりうるんじゃないのかい？
それでも保険は必要なの。
小娘が失敗はできぬ。
Why is he not under her control?
一筋縄ではいかないでしょうね。
まあな、最初から好意的な態度なんて期待できないさ。行くか。
リムル陛下。
リムル様。
これはお会いできて光栄です。開国祭は見事でしたな。料理も素晴らしかったですぞ。
今後ともぜひ仲良くしていただきたいですわ。
I do wonder how many people are under her control at this point. Is there a maximum she can only control? Is that why maybe she's not controlling Johann? I feel like he would not be as discontent if she were to control him. Same with all the people in here. How many does she have under her thumb?
あれ、意外と歓迎されている？こちらこそ今後もちょくちょく開催しますので。
リムル殿が困っておるぞ。小国の者どもは部をわきまえることも知らんのか。
まったく礼節というものを知らぬ。
なんだこいつら。
大国の代表議員たちです。
ほん、議員は平等って聞いてたけど、建前上ってわけね。
まったくあのような者どもとでは建設的な話もできますまい。
あのようなと言いますと？
これはしたり魔物のリムル殿には無縁な言い方では伝わりませんかな。
わしらが貴族の作法を教えて差し上げましょうぞ。
No, thank you.
なんかムカつくな。
ところで魔導列車でしたかな。何やら面白い品を作っておられるとか。我が国で取り扱って差し上げましょう。
レールの敷設工事には順番が。
そんな細かいことは気にせずともよい。
いや。
Here's the problem. I assume these guys are not even part of Maribel's plan that she has in place, right? These are just idiots. They assume their country is so strong and they can do whatever they want because they never came across someone like Rimuru. He is a demon lord and he has Vedora on his side. His country is also pretty big and pretty prosperous, has like connections to some other big countries like Falmouth and Dwagon. I feel like they just ignore that they're not on the same level. That Rimuru is probably higher than them. And they should at least pay some respect. But for some reason, they're probably just stupid.
我が国にはぜひとも帰国の文を。無論令和を忘れなきよ。
まあまあ、この場でこれ以上は無粋ですぞ。
ダメだ、話が通じない。仕方ない。こういう時は必殺。善処します。
おお、頼もしいお言葉。
期待しておりますぞ。
Non-committal.
行かせていいんですか？ゴミを放置するのは気分が悪いのですが。
そりゃ俺だって。
リムル様が小物のざれ言にお心を乱されるものか。
え？そうですよ。リムル様にしてみれば、あのようなうぞうむぞうを相手にするのもバカらしいのです。
Yeah.
そうだぞ、ベニマル。あの程度可愛いもんさ。
なるほど。俺もまだまだですね。
ベニマル、なんかごめん。
リムル・テンペスト魔王陛下ですね。議長を務めますレスターと申します。どうぞこちらへ。
わざわざありがとうございます。
Going to be interesting what kind of plans Maribel has in
なんでこんな席
Lane.
に。
I mean, they do want to
なる
question
ほど。
you.
俺に対する安全策ってわけか。お、ひなた。
定時になりました。始めましょう。議題はテンペストの西方評議会加盟について。評議会としては帰国の加盟を承認する方針。
Okay, cool. I guess we are done here. You accept me, I accept that you are accepting me. Let's continue another day by, right?
です。ただし、いくつか条件があります。
Oh, the conditions, I forgot. They're most likely non-negotiable and stuff that Rimuru does not want to agree with, right?
聞きましょう。提示された条件は3つ。その1、国際法の遵守。これに関しては加盟国の義務だ。問題ない。その2、市場の開放。これに関しては多少問題がある。特許の概念が浸透していないこの世界では技術が盗まれる可能性があるからだ。いや、盗まれるだけならばまだマシだが。
レールの敷設工事は我が国を優先してくれ。
何よ、我が国こそテンペストの盟友たるにふさ。
I mean, these are all not part of the rules or agreements, so shut up. I feel like the first one is the most dangerous one. International law? What kind of international law? Is one of them maybe that monsters are not allowed? Because that would mean you would instantly be against international law, right? I feel like that one is going to hide a lot of pitfalls.
取引という建前で便利屋のように扱われるのはごめんだ。
帰国は黙っておれ。静まれ。今は各国の主張を聞く時ではない。
議長も大変だね。そして最後、軍事力の提供。要検討ではあるが、正直これは俺たちにとっても旨味のある条件だ。各国はテンペストに防衛費を払って国防を頼るようになる。つまりお金をもらいながら影響力も強めていけるってわけだ。
That sounds too good to be true, right? Because supplying military force, I assumed he had to give each nation some kind of, or part of his military. But now it's just, again, against the Eastern Empire. He's the first line of defense. He has to defend the human nations. And he gets money for his expenditure of the military force, which again, he already has. He's not going to reduce his military force. So he gets money for nothing, essentially. Meaning, has to be a catch. What if a human nation attacks another human nation? Does he have to defend them as well? What about some other pitfall I am not privy to? Because this feels like a setup. It would be too good to be true. The only thing he sees at the moment that he's not willing to agree to instantly is the second clause. Otherwise, other than that, I mean, this seems to be a done deal, which again is too good to be true.
利用されるわけだし、こっちも実利を取らなきゃね。
以上をジュラ・テンペスト連邦国の加盟条件とする。リムル陛下、何か異論はございますかな？
ラファエル先生。
Okay, good. I was like, you have to ask Raphael for some pitfalls. There has to be something hidden here. Raphael is the one who's smart, who's able to sift through these things. So let's see. Let's see what they found. Oh, okay. I was like, what are we doing? He's not under control of Mirabelle because his eyes changed. So Raphael was the one taking control. So Raphael just changed the contract. Which, sure, I guess. So instead of saying what he objects to, that was a lot of corrections though.
リムル様が疑問点と代案をまとめられました。ご確認を。
どうも。私の説明が一字一句余さず、その上修正まで。
大筋は条件に賛同しますよ。その上で言いたいことはそこに書いてある。受け入れられるなら、当方としては何の問題もないと考えますが。
少しだけ検討する時間を頂戴したく。
ええ、どうぞ。俺たちには考える時間をくれなかったくせに。
I mean, yeah. It is pretty unfair. They could have given him the contract beforehand, the things he should need to agree to, so he has some time to think about it. Now, I'm assuming we go through the whole shebang, or we would go through the whole shebang again, where he reads all the rules again, this time with the additions of Rimuru. You're going to agree, right?
お待たせいたしました。
要望書ね。議長は納得してなさそうだけど。ま、協議には応じるさ。俺は話し合いに来たんだからな。人と魔物の共存のために。
Oh. Yeah, again, if you know which buttons to press, it is clear this is going to happen. What could have been written that gets him so mad? Maybe something related to Milim? Maybe something related to Vedora?
どうしてなあ、君たち。どうして俺を舐めてるのか？どうしてこうなった
didn't want to know anyway. Yeah. It's not like we waited 2 weeks for this. So yeah, some kind of addition that was not there previously that made him mad. Could be a lot of things. Again, could be related to Veldora. Could be related to Milim. Because those are the ones we have the closest relation to. It could also be that maybe some or one of the races are going to be seen as an enemy, or they're not included. I don't know. I have no idea. Because again, this made him mad enough to make this whole spectacle, right? So it can't be something that he would see as negotiable. Can't be something related to the dungeon, because that could be negotiated. So it has to be his connection with someone, I feel like. That is the only thing I feel he would be like, I don't like that. Also, naturally, this clearly was one of the traps that Maria Bell set up. But this all hinged on Rimuru changing some of the agreements. A little bit risky. However, she does have multiple things planned. And her whole goal is to just have this breakdown. I guess we have to wait another week. Sure.